unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see
There is a lot to find at the cupboard, more than enough for its own video. Overall, the cupboard is a lodge located in the mountains of Near Colorado atop a plateau. The owners of the lodge, Elsie and Lateo, are part of a larger organization known as Uncle. If you want to know any more outside of this, I recommend you visit the plateau yourself. Be careful though, as the surrounding area and forests are rumored to be inhabited by powerful entities known as anomalies.
you swindled me.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug, man. Give me a hug.
Anyway, in order to get a more solid opinion on people's perspective of the cupboard, I decided to do some investigative reporting and ask some of the locals to the lodge a few questions.
I mean, I was drunk, and then I joined Elsie one night. And I just got drunk and I did my dues.
Well, I have to say, I think I was browsing the world list one day, back when I wasn't taking this game, as seriously as I do now. Because I think it was around the time when a lot of people were just using this game for, like, the meme purpose, and going around with, like, the tiny-ass Knuckles avatar, which I don't quite frankly find funny anymore. And I came across this on the world list because I see Carlton from Fresh Prince just standing there in the world now. And I'm like, holy crap, what is this? I walk in, and I see Fresh Prince playing on the TV, and I'm like, oh my god, this world was made for me. And then I kind of made friends with everyone here, slowly but surely. But that's how I came across the cupboard.
Well, for me, Void was the one who actually introduced me to it. I would have had no idea about any of this, any of these people, any of these worlds even, without her telling me about it.
One day, it was very early in my VRChat excursion. I think it was only about 2 months in, and I was just looking through worlds just to go and visit one time, and I came across this one little place called the Cupboard, and it seemed almost harmless to me. Just some little log cabin in the middle of a winter forest. So naturally, I just go up into some normal public world, come up to the front door to see this astronaut come up with a big old guitar, and I soon realized that this place is not exactly what it seems at all whatsoever, which is absolutely amazing.
Well, WildClaw, I saw the cupboard on a stream, and I was watching a stream, saw the cupboard on there, and I really wanted to go visit it, but I didn't know what it was called at the time. So little time passed, a couple weeks passed, and my friend Kazoo was actually there because I had been talking to Kazoo about it. So joined off of Kazoo, and I spent maybe 5 or 10 minutes kind of looking around, but there were too many people around, and it was only running at 20 frames a second. So I came back again with some friends a few days later, and I was so enthralled with all the stuff here that I saw a link for the Discord and went on ahead and joined it, not thinking much of it at the time. It was really when I joined that Discord that I really, truly came across the people of the cupboard.
I don't remember any. I was probably too drunk to remember. But I like the videos about Jordan, fighting Jordan with the Thor. I mean, that was a good one.
I would have to say the 4th of July last year, simply because it was around the time that my Windows mixed reality headset broke. So I had actually participated with a bunch of people here, and I think a lot of them were drinking. I won't say if I was. That's a secret, but it was basically a bunch of people were just getting together with their festive avatars, and what people do here when seasonal events arise is they'll theme their avatars. So like everybody was wearing red, white, and blue for the 4th of July. I mean, I don't know if it was true patriotic symbolism. That's debatable, but it was basically one of the most fun events I've had because a lot of the people there were just having a good time. And that's kind of what my favorite part about the cupboard is. When there are events, people are here just to, go all out and bring their friends together and just have a good time,
Well, for me, it was the Christmas event. Christmas is a very special time of year for me, especially in VRChat, because there's a sense of unity, the sense of everybody getting together. It kind of brings me back to the time when I first met everybody here, which is something that's really special to me.
It was probably the 1-year anniversary, which happened not too long ago when we had millions of people, that we knew from a long time ago or even just as of recently that came to visit, especially for just the anniversary, and the millions of memes. All of the memes, including me.
My favorite event at the cupboard actually started in a dance room when Michael Jordan showed up to interrupt what we were doing. And as soon as I saw him, March Madness was going on here, so I contacted Elsie saying, hey, we've got a situation here. Michael Jordan has escaped the b-ball dimension. Next thing you know, Elsie and everybody else from the cupboard who was on at the time was in our dance server. That was the first raid that I got to be a part of, and they all came on this SOS signal with the Michael Jordan. So we're interacting with him, and we convinced him to come to the cupboard with us as a trap, to get him back into the b-ball dimension where he belongs. And it was just very entertaining getting him back here, having him battle Michael Jordan as himself, and have him just hear him laughing the whole time and hear everybody else laughing. That's probably my favorite event in the cupboard so far.
Oh shit! Wait, I died. Wait. Oh wait, and creatively, cause I saw it was a good map, so I tried to do a good map, but it turned out really shitty. And then I just focused on avatars.
You mean the one map with Thanos dancing in the background with all that chaotic stuff that you showed me a while back?
Yeah, and Yoda dabbing in the mountain. Yes.
I gotta cue the footage here so people understand what we're talking about.
I'd say it's impacted me creatively mildly. I'm already pretty creative because I've dabbled in game development and artistic architecture. I have a variety of hobbies. So like but it has impacted me creatively because I want to create things for people on VRChat, and because the cupboard is basically one of the biggest sources for one of the inside communities, community within communities of VRChat. I kind of want to build off of that and make things for that smaller community, things that people can enjoy, because I've always been about, aiming to please and making people happy. Putting a smile on people's faces is all I aim for when it comes to being creative.
Pretty much every single way. Without the cupboard, I wouldn't have been inspired to make my own worlds or any of my creations in terms of avatars or anything.
Creatively, I feel as if this place gives off somewhat of a fever dreamish feel, personally, in my own opinion. Something that's different, that just comes out of this weird ass dream that you might be having, which I guess in an artistic sense really means a lot to me, and kind of gives me ideas of what I might want to do, especially when it comes to my musical career. It actually has impacted me, seeing this type of atmosphere, or even the music at the front desk with the kind of awkward and somehow strange feel to it. it can give some type of impact to that.
Well, the cupboard has graciously allowed me to manage the finances of this fine establishment. You know, we have a lot of unpaid anomaly researchers that donate their time to keep us safe. I've also learned creatively that Aunt and Uncle's Day is an actual holiday and encourage you to wish your aunt and uncles a happy one every year.
I mean, like the drinking, because I mean, it made me steal more, and then on VRChat, because I actually stole everything on this map once. But no, everyone was just away, so nobody gave a shit. Hey, I did give one. Wait, did I? I don't know this. But oh fuck, I did. No, I don't. Wait, I'm actually starting to black out.
Is that the is that your answer? Is that your...
That's the. Oh. I heard Spanish fucking fighting in the. Okay, it's good. It's good.
Absolutely. Back at my first question, I was talking about how I basically came here frequently the first day, or after the first day that I had visited here. And it actually it boiled down to me actually standing on that podium over there and talking about a previous VRChat encounter of mine with somebody using an Alex Jones avatar. Oh, by the way, come down here. You're part of this. This is my buddy Redison. He was there for that because he was also conversing with me about how Alex Jones is just an anomaly. I can't figure the dude out, but like we were talking about how the frogs in the water, the water was turning the friggin'
frogs gay.
Exactly like that. But if it wasn't for me standing on that podium and telling that story here, I wouldn't have met Reticent, and I wouldn't have met any of the other people here. So like I'm thankful for that moment in particular because it introduced me to, you know, one of the best people I know. And then everyone else to boot. Like I've made so many friends here because of that particular day. And that's why the cupboard is meaningful to me.
The cupboard has introduced me to numerous friends that have completely changed my life for the better, and I would have been in a completely different place without them.
It really has. Truly, it has. I've come across a group of friends who I believe are really meaningful to me. You know, they're here if I need them. They're wonderful to hang out with. They're funny to hang out with, and we've got a lot of stories to talk about and more things to talk about that we haven't even known about each other. I feel like there's a lot more that can go on with this, and this is something that means a lot to me.
You know, I used to dream of finding a place like the cupboard when I was in college. Because in college I would walk around and there weren't many people around. It's very difficult to get people in the same room and make things together and entertain each other and make things for others. So I used to dream of a place like this and used to think that such a place like this existed. And I went through all of college not really finding it. So imagine my surprise when I come across a place like the cupboard. Not only do I come across a place like it, I'm able to join its Discord and actually meet Elsie and Lateo, the people who make this map, and all the other people who create many of the other maps I had been a part of, like visited at the time. All of them a giant community, and join and have an opportunity to be an impact myself. It's so easy to have somebody around at all hours of the day, you know, and make things together. And we all, you know, we all keep in touch and we've all kind of become a giant group of friends. It's been very impactful for me to be able to get on here on a relatively consistent basis and see so many familiar faces and create things with them.
Overall, the cupboard is worth the visit if you ever have the time. My intentions for this video were to simply give a shout out to the mapping community that have been my home over the past year. I'm glad I got to meet all my friends I know now at this wonderful place, and discovering new anomalies has been one hell of a trip. This is WildClaw, and thanks for watching. Here come the bloopers. Wait.
So 1, 2.
Oh.
That is the sync. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay. Considering I'm already starting recording right now, that's fine. Okay. Thought I heard Narky for a second.
From the top then?
Yeah. Sorry. I just gotta Sorry, WildClaw's gotta do some stretches before he... Okay,
Top.
first
Let's
up,
do this. Let's do this.
you wanna get a little closer to the camera? You're a little bit far away. Hi, Rockaway.
Go for it.
Rockaway? Come here.
Hey, come here. Come here.
Hey, come here. Come here. Get in the camera so I can get you in the footage. Come here. Yeah, well, we're actually not doing a proper interview.
Just cause.
You know, just cause, yeah. The Rockaway, do you actually...
Waiting. This is in between takes.
Basically, the idea is I have 4 questions I'm going to be asking you, and you can answer them however you want, and I'm going to be recording it for footage. So...
Can I answer them cheesecake?
You can answer them cheesecake if you want to, if that's your genuine answer.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Hey, Chengi's starting to regret his answer.
Cheesecake is
However
a
I want.
solid answer. Yeah.
Chengi, you can slap me upside the head when we finish this, by the way. I apologize.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I'll do it if I need to.
Here at Infowars.com, we have super male vitality. We have a special 2-for-1 deal going. End of January deal, clearance sale.
You two, please don't ban me. I'm sorry. You know, we're just having casual conversation about Alex Jones. There's no need to ban me.
My husband, Bill Clinton.
Oh,
My
God.
Beyblades? I would be at my husband's
No,
side.
cut. Cut.
But that being said, you can
Yeah, you can skedaddle. You
if we're
can...
not needed. You can actually just stand wherever. You can
Chengi!
stand here. But,
Did you just say something what is needed? You said that in such an aggressive manner.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like you were. Is it still recording? Is it still recording?
Oh, it's gonna be recording the entire time because I'm gonna cut it like every so often, you know, for the what we need. Yeah, it's recording right now.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Is he gonna? He's gonna do what I think he's gonna do. God. God. Of course.
This is going in the blooper reel, okay?
Of course.
Going in the blooper
Okay. All right. You have your fun with Carlton.
Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks.
I don't think this is PG-13.
I will make you a sandwich. And there we go. That's all I wanted to do.
Mr. Banks, how does it feel like to be flirted on?
Well, if we do this, what do you think would be better? Seeing all these missed basketballs all over the place?
It's just me. It's,
Or
the viewer's gonna think we've been trying to slam dunk before the interview.
Yeah, we've just failed miserably.
We failed miserably, Barry. BTR, how am I supposed to
Okay.
ask you questions if you're that far away? You gotta get closer.
First thing you have to do is you have to ask the person for their first name and last name. You have to ask them to spell it out for you. Because you're going to go and edit this. And so when you're editing it and you're like, oh, what the heck's their name? You type it out.
BTR.
You'll have them saying it. So I am BTRPlay. That's BTRPLAY.
This is WildClaw reporting in from the cupboard.
Rick, you're breaking out.
I'm a little scared right now, but I think that's just because I'm a reporter. Yeah, what's up, Narky?
Oh, I
Kraken.
find.
You deposing! Oh,
What?
oh my god, it's
Did you
perfect.
find
Is BTR T-posing for you?
Yes! That's beautiful. I got that on footage, thank you, BTR.
I'm T-posing?
You're T-posing.
Oh, I was T-posing? I
You're-
thought you were laughing at Bun in the.
No, I'm laughing at you. You're T-posing for me right now.
Are you serious? Am I still T-posing?
Yes!
Sure, the few
Yeah,
things
you
I
are.
do.
Okay,
I
hold on,
really
come
liked.
over here. Come over here. I'm gonna go jump in the hot tub.
Yes, you're still T-posing, don't worry. Oh no. he's just in the hot tub. There he is. I'm doing interviews for people for a video I'm making about the cupboard. You wanted to answer like 4 questions about the cupboard.
Okay, wait, let me have more vodka, though. Wait, sorry, I just heard of Empire dying. Wait, okay, good. What?
Okay. Christ, later.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? I hear of Spanish vampires teleporting and screaming and shooting lasers.